I don't make long form videos anymore. It's because they just take so much time that you just get bored at the time. But and I don't have that many long form video ideas. So if you guys have some, and I know most of the people don't even watch my these videos. So what's the point making of the videos if my angels don't watch it, right? But today I really wanted to share like this story with y'all. It is about how my mom took my Pokemon cards and I still didn't get it back. Whoever watched my video knows, and I didn't get it back. So I haven't never made a like story time before. So I'm excited to share this with y'all. So basically, I begged my father to buy me Pokemon cards because I saw like a lot, like every single class girl, even including like my one of my like very like like I saw like a girl in the lunch break have it, and then I was like, oh, that's good. I kind of want to buy it, because they have fun. You see, I already had, but I had, lost them. Basically, I never played with them in 5 years. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna like bring them back to life. And I this time I didn't buy the silver Pokemon cards. I literally bought the golden Pokemon cards. If you know what that is, if you don't, that is completely okay. They're basically the more expensive version on it, and they kind of have like how can I explain, like more HP than the usual Pokemon cards. If you don't know, facts. So they have more HP than the usual. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling like sliding. I was like, why am I sliding? So like they have kind of more HP than the usual Pokemon cards, and which makes me so distracted because they have like the and I had like I know I keep changing my point. Sorry, but I just wanted to say that I had like the silver one, and I had one of my golden Pokemon cards. They like had a HP which had like literal 700,000. One of the HPs were for literal 700. So they were for literal 700,000, and I had like 100,000 one. And I was like really happy at the time. I played like 2 4 rounds with my cousins and all that stuff and had fun. But then, and my father also, my mother, everyone enjoyed it. It was such a great family game, and I accidentally kept it in my bag, and I didn't even knew that it wasn't allowed. Wait, what? I didn't even knew, right? So what should mom do? Forgive me, right? Now here's the story. Okay, I'm spoiling, but she didn't. And this school I go is Mountain Girls School. Yeah, Little Mountain Girls School. Maybe the most greatest school of all in my state I'm living in. Okay, I'm not. Like I was born in US, and then we moved to the state we are currently in. But yes, you leaving out from here because these schools are terrible, and even private schools are having board books, which sucks. So and the board books are bad. So and only for Kashmir BTW. So what I did was I got and by the way, for class 4, I'm not gonna tell my section because that will be like privacy leaked. But I would say it's not yellow. But yeah, and guess what? I accidentally kept it in my bag. Milo was keeping like setting my bag up, and I thought to not take it because I thought Mom would take it away from me at least for one day. At least for one day. And what happened was crazy. So I brought them to school afterwards, and obviously, so what happened was basically I was just obviously brought them to school. Then I go and it was just so like much better because it just what okay so yeah because and then I took them out on lunch break. I was like my bestie would be like, and she's kind of toxic, y'all, literal toxic waste because I can't share it with you on social media because if she sees this, yeah, I'm dead. She's telling the teacher, yeah, and so that's why. And I obviously don't want this to happen. So, and do you want me to get killed? No, you don't, right? You're good people. You don't want me to get killed. So she told me to take them out on lunch break, and I was like, okay, bestie, I will take them out. Bestie. So I will take them out just for your sake. And in that period, there were so many like teachers, and we didn't get caught. I did share this story on my like one video where I said, tell me the recentest tea, I guess, about your school. So in that video I basically explained it all much betterly than this, but and then my teacher like took it away. Like she literally took it away. Like a girl told her, OMG, look at that, her name is Zoya. I'm gonna tell all the leaks about her. One is Zoya Fatma, which is basically the diary manager, probably from the evil. Like she's not evil. Like I'm not insulting her, but no one's fault. No one cares. Okay, who they literally send the work. So what's the point of writing the diary? I don't know. Never mind, I guess. So I was like basically annoyed, and I was like, girl, okay. And we took them out in the free time, aka FT period. Like, you know, the end of the session. That's when we took it. Oh, okay. That's really bring me to starting. So that's when I took it out. The starting session, I took it out. Okay, so her name is like Zoya Gauhar, and she's probably Khadija Gauhar. Zoya Gauhar is her name. Zoya Gauhar, probably, and I think she's from Ladakh. Yeah, I think she's from Ladakh. So she was like, oh, my bestie. I know it's the fault of my bestie. She told me to take them out, and I literally tested how dumb of me, like trusting a toxic bestie. Ew. So I trusted her, and it was her fault. She spilled the cards all over, and that girl named Zoya saw it. And what happened was I got there, and basically what happened was the girl named Zoya told our teacher, a beloved teacher. So once she told our beloved teacher, she obviously had to take it away, right? That's probably understandable. Like, what would a person do in that situation, right? And oh my gosh, you know what? The dumbest thing happened again and again. Like, the thing that happened with me was crazy. Oh my gosh. So mom was like playing with them for some specific reason. I don't know why, but mom was like trying to play with them for some reason. And I don't know, baby, why she did that, but she just did that for some reason. And that made me so mad when she was like playing and counting them. I was like, if this thing is not allowed in the school, I'm not gonna say any word, like shh, you know the word. But if this thing is not allowed in the school, right? If this thing is not allowed in the school, why are you counting it? Why the heck are you counting it? No, like, if you are a teacher, would you count something that's not allowed and start playing with them lonely? Probably not. But she was doing it, and she was laughing while doing it. And guess what? The next day, happened was my bestie, like my real bestie, equals to my vanmate. She reads in fifth, unfortunately. I wish if she came to fourth for second, not fourth. If she came from my section for a second, I would be so happy. Like I would be the happiest person ever. So she's 1 year older than me. Oh, who wants that? But yeah, that sucks. 1 year being 1 year older. And if she was my bestie, if she could come, okay, who follows Just Jules? I do, and I have no shame in that. But yeah, so I called my bestie basically, and she's like, I will make her my bestie. Yeah, I will make her my bestie. So what happened? She go the next day and was like, please give her Pokemon cards back, because she's a big fan of Pokemon cards, if you don't know. So her favorite cards are Uzumaki, Naruto cards. They're not golden, they're not silver, they're just the 20 rupee, the $20, not $20, that's a lot. That's how much my Pokemon cards were. So yeah, they were 10 or 20 or something dollars. So basically that happened, and I was like, what the heck? I need them back. And I started singing that thing in front of Katu, which was basically her. And she was like, I can't do anything. I just got slapped by my mom. I was like, what? She slapped you? So rude of her. And I was like, okay, don't ask her again, ever again. And then guess what thing happened with me, and like, let it go, let it go. Like I didn't sing Let It Go. Forgive me for that. I obviously didn't sing Let It Go. Obviously, who'd sing Let It Go? Probably no one, right? If it's showing me that I touched 1, 2, okay. So I was like, let it go, let it go. I thought ma'am would give it back on the next day, and she literally called our house mistress. She freaking literally called our house mistress. I was like, are you freaking serious? You're calling our maid in charge of the department, like our house mistress. I was like, freak you. And obviously she had to scold me a lot. And I cried that day. I was literally crying the whole day. And then once I was crying, I was like, okay, please. And the mistress was so kind and sweet. She literally told our teacher. She literally told our teacher, please forgive her. She scolded me though. She literally scolded me the most. So she goes to our teacher, now give it back to her. She won't do it again. It was just a mistake, girl. And she was like, okay, I'll give it back to her. And she told me like, Hanya, please, get it when you're going home. I got so excited for a second that I was about to scream to death, like literally scream to death, okay. And I got the most happiest. I was acting like the most happiest person ever for like some specific reason, and guess what ended up happening? Isn't that the worst thing ever when your teacher breaks the promise? And we're literally children. We didn't know. And she literally didn't give it to me back. I sent it to my vanmate and she was like, okay, I'm gonna go again. I don't care if I get slapped. I don't care. She's not my teacher. I was like, okay, girlie, your life, your choice. And I sent her my vanmate and she was like, my mom first told her, oh yeah, please tell her to I'm gonna write a notes on her all copies. And when maid begged, please don't do that. And then she said about Pokemon cards, because she hadn't talked about Pokemon cards yet, and basically she hadn't talked about the Pokemon cards yet. Okay, so she hadn't talked about the Pokemon cards yet, and I know, like, isn't that stupid? Not talking about Pokemon cards. I know that is, but after that, she basically, and yeah, and she was so careless. So basically, that happened to me, and I know it's such a sad story. Probably the saddest story in the world, right? And me felt really bad. So I was like, "Stop! You're so bad! You I was like, "Stop it! You're so bad! You're so sad! I'm so bad!" I was like that. Literally, I was like, and then did I get it back? Well, you could say technically no. Not technically, no. I didn't get it back at any cost. So that was my thing. And if you want to take admission, if you're in this state like Kashmir, I swear, please don't take a admission in this thing, like whatever it's called. So my math copy, if you are looking, okay, yeah, what was I saying, and what topic did I move on to? It's crazy. The amount of craziness I have. This game is stupid. So yeah, and literally no expensive things allowed in that school. But actually, the directors of the school say that yes, you can bring the expensive things in the school, and apparently my school doesn't fall. So if you are moving into India and thinking about going to Kashmir, don't even dare. It has none of the good schools. Trust me. Trust the process of me. And trust me, just. So I ended up never getting it back, and I still don't have them. So, and she was so careless. I lost my math copy. Yesterday my math copy was lost, and she was so careless. Her name is Nazima ma'am, by the way. If you ever want to report her or whatever. And I think our theory is that she gave it to her kids, because the reason why you're thinking so badly is because usually when teachers take away for one day stuff, then they just keep them in the staff room or usually give it back. But my mom doesn't have it in her hand, doesn't have it in the staff room, doesn't have it anywhere. So she probably had fed that to her kids. Anyways, guys, my math copy was lost and she didn't care at all. Then I had to run to the staff room secretly, and then I found it, and then I want to insult her for that. Anyways, if you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, and bell button. Thank you so much for watching.